Welcome everyone to another issue of January 1991, another issue of the Victoria magazine, and we are entering January 91, brand new year. What was happening in your life in 91? In my life, I was, I believe, still an early teen, and working at my mother's clothing consignment shop that she owned. Maybe I wasn't working there quite yet. I know we had moved to a Christmas tree farm up by Silver Creek Falls in Oregon, and it was quite lonely. Couture in miniature. I love couture. And I remember receiving these issues of the Victoria magazine, and just on the days it was nice, I would grab a blanket and out into the Christmas tree forest I would go and just immerse and lose myself in the magazine. Our home was lovely. It was so warm and a wonderful home, but it was very loud and noisy and sensory for me. It was an overload, so I would escape. Look at that. The little bundles of flowers. So cute. And look at, I love that. The snow. Oh, I'm so looking forward to the snow. The days here are very, very long, which I don't mind the light. I really do like the light, but it is extremely hot out. So I'm at this point, I start to long for the snow again. Look at this, how it just kind of drapes in the shimmer of the material. The cake. So yes, I will be posting more videos of cake baking. I'm kind of obsessed. However, at this time we are on our way to Vegas, and the dress that I made, look at the little white truffles. The dress that I made, I cannot gain a single inch. It is very, very tight. So I should have given myself more leeway, but I didn't. So Tuesday is when I wear the dress. And then after that, I can eat all the cake I want and not worry about it again. I love ballet. I think it's a beautiful and lovely. You know what? This is so cute right here. This would actually be a really cute display to have in like a little girl's room, to get the little tutus and hang them suspended together like this. It would create a little, almost like a cloud. Gorgeous, graceful lines. Your cute little face. Look at the hands. So I do sculpting, and there's so much expression in hands. It's amazing how just a different pose can make or can convey a different emotion. And there we go with the 90s. There you are. Your boxy, kind of oversized blazer. And I think this is when we started to get a little bit of the frill in the sides going down. Gorgeous blue dishes, which I love so much. Best friends, cocoa. Hot cocoa, yes please, on a cold wintry day. For morning chocolate, a heavenly aroma fills the museum at the Wilbur Chocolate Company in Lilletts, Pennsylvania, where chocolate lovers come to admire ephemera below and a rare collection of servers above. The museum's stately chocolate pots inspired us to seek out new ones with vintage charm. So these are chocolate pots. I think that's a new want on my list of things to gather up. It would be a chocolate pot. Yes, please. Gorgeous roses. I love the white. Cozy, warm. And this is where they still have the filter over, which I think is fun. The soft, the very, very soft filtered photography. And I was talking to someone, I was chatting with somebody here who posted a comment, which I appreciate your comment so much. Thank you so much. And you were talking about how the recent issues of the Victoria magazine were reposting some of the older articles. And I was wondering, is that true? Like, I'm excited to see the newer issues to see if I recognize some older articles. But I hope that they still keep the charm. This era, the 90s into, I think it was 97, it just kept the charm of the Victoria, this vibe, and then it seemed to transition over into more of a modern look. And it was so sad to see that switch over. I love this, the older charm. Beautiful. This is called A Garden of Dreams and Dreaming of a Garden in January. So this is perfectly fitting for this issue. You have your gorgeous collection of greens and whites. Look at that beautiful little spray. Isn't that so cute? Look at this. So gorgeous. I love green and white. This is my favorite right there. A fragrant farewell as the moon rises. Twilight in the white garden is the most magical time of all. The earth exhales the heat of the day, and warm air bears the fragrance of night bloomers far over the fields and into the open windows. Just as the last of the day fades, while the air still carries a hint of blue, white flowers glow as though lit from within, stars before the stars come out. That's so gorgeous. Oh, I just love that so much. And here you have the glow of the window. This is so stunning, so I cannot wait. I think making a red dress is on my goal of things to do for winter, because I think it would be so striking to have the photo shoot where you don't really see the person. It's almost like they're a silhouette, and that's what I would love to do. Well, to me, it's called living art, and it kind of creates a mood or a feeling instead of focusing on the person themselves. So that's the kind of photography I would like to do. You know, this is so, look at these hats. And here's our cover photo right here. We always like to find the cover photo. It's so amazing how the different hats change the whole mood of what we're seeing. And I love that. Please bring hat backs. Bring back hats. I love them. They're so elegant. She has such a beautiful old-fashioned face. And here we have a whole different vibe with this hat. It's just so mysterious and alluring, and I just love hats. Again, with our green and white or cream theme, which is pretty. Look at this right here. This is so, the dappling of, it's filtered through a lace curtain, and the lace is hitting the flowers. Isn't that gorgeous? I want to recreate that. I think that is so beautiful. I believe I should mark this. I think I'm going to mark it. Because I was so inspired. I think that is such a beautiful effect, and one I haven't seen before, or I don't remember seeing, so I love that. Also, look at this here. This is a round window. It's a window shutter, so it closes, but it gives you that round shape, which is so much fun. I love that. I would love, so our house here, which was originally a church, it is shaped just like this, the front actually, and it's shaped like this, and then it just goes back really far, and it's 3 levels high instead of just 2, or this is just 1 with just raised ceilings. But it did originally have a steeple similar to this on our house, so I think we are going to reconstruct the steeple at some point in the future and turn it into an art room with windows on all sides. How amazing would that be? And this is so similar to what our town looks right now, with the mountain in the back and the lights gleaming through when the snow hits. It's such a beautiful town. It's so beautiful. I'm so glad I moved here. There's your gorgeous Victorian architecture. I love that. Now this is an interesting house. Look at how the colors are in this house. It's very, to me, it's like a very moody house. It's very mysterious. It's very dark. And I think it would be stunning if the colors were slightly different. So this almost seems to blend right into the walls, almost the same hue. If it was a green, like a dark green, I think the wood would pop and still keep that dark, warm feeling. But this, I think it just takes away from the wood. Maybe it's different when you're there in person. This is so good. Okay, so this is what inspired me. Notice my little note here, and I have one more note back here. So I'm excited to see what that one is. But look at the costuming. Of course, right now I am really into costuming because I'm currently working on my gold dress. Speaking of, look at this right here. You have your little feather embellishment. You have your gorgeous embellishments. My favorite of the four is this one. I love the colors on that. I love the green and I love the detail down here, but I love the rich tone of this. Or today I do. Sometimes I change just depending on my mood. Look at the detail, your little woven ribbons to create a flower effect, your puffed flowers, which is cute. And this shape, oh, my bracelet got caught in the, there we go. They only gave us 2 pages. I wish they had given us more of a layout. Actually, 2 pages is probably pretty good in Victoria magazine, but I'm so into the embellishments right now. I'm currently working on, like I was saying, the gold dress. We have a gold party that we have to attend in Vegas, and the theme is Hollywood Glamour. So, since we're open to embellishments, I might as well share with you what my current project is, and I have it right here. But I am currently working on these flowers right here, and it's so much fun. I actually need to burn this because it frayed a bit. But these are so easy to make. If you are crafty at all, and if you love crafts, this is a fun project to do. These would be super cute to put on gifts, or to even, you could attach a wire here and turn them into a little floral bouquet. There's just lots of different ways that you could, these would be cute on a Christmas tree as well. But let me show you what I did real quick. I'm not going to turn this into a tutorial, but it'll just be a quick, easy showing. So I took 3 different sizes, like this, and they are simply circles of fabric cut, and I used a satin, I think it's a polyester satin, and you just cut. I always do an odd shape because nature is more often odd than even. And then you simply take a flame, for instance, like that, and you just burn the edges. And the heat causes it to curl up a bit. And then you just layer 3 different layers, alternating your petals. And then you just bead a little bead in the center, which is what I did with this one. I even have my needle still attached. So what I thought was super neat about this, though, is that I used a large sequin. And I hadn't done this before in making flowers, but I was so delighted with the effect. As the light turns, it throws the reflection onto the flower. So it's just a fun little hint of glow, kind of almost like an internal glow in the flower, and I love that. But I'll be posting a video later on how, like a step-by-step on how to do it. But it's so fun. I'm going to cover the bodice and the skirt with those. Moving on to Arthur Solano Music by A Lyrical Friendship. I love collages like this. I think they're so neat. You have all these different elements, binoculars, keys, a little chest. What is that? A magnifying glass. And a little toy soldier. Just so much fun when you stare at this for a while. You can start picking out all these little elements. Here we are. I think this is a correspondence between 2 people, or a collection of correspondence. And this is fun. Look at this. This is a ribbon woven. Oh, so this says fairy purses right there. So woven ribbon, little pouches, just alternating the design. Isn't that cute? Weaving ribbons of enchantment. Look at those. Those are super cute pin cushions, little strawberries. I love those. And the ribbon collections. Look at this right here. Gorgeous ribbon collections. Warming soups. You have your whole collection of your gorgeous, yummy cheeses. You have onions. Is that turnip? The pure joy of warming soup. Soup shimmers with reminders of seasons gone by, of herbs we've gathered from a garden's prime and saved, knowing that one wintry afternoon we will long for a comforting bowl of soup. And that is so true, right? When you are cold and hungry, oh, it's so nice. Look at that. It's like, you can see the heat rising. A fondness for marmalade. Look at this gorgeous cake right there. I love the light hitting, and of course your perfect amber accent. Look at this, the layers of cream. Oh, that looks so yummy. Marmalade cream cake. Ooh, that looks good too. Is that like a cobbler? Here we are to the recipes. Recipes are so much fun. A fondness for marmalade. So there's your marmalade, and then of course your root vegetables and leek soup with Gouda cheese. Ooh. Lemon cookies with ginger marmalade. Marmalade and cream layers. There's your cream. I love whipped cream. This morning for breakfast I had a blueberry compote with whipped cream as not a garnish, no. Some huge honking spoonfuls of whipped cream. Was so good. Although I did make a terrible mistake while flavoring my whipped cream. I thought I was adding a pinch of powdered sugar to make it just a little bit sweet. But instead, I found out later I had added a pinch of flour. So no, it wasn't so sweet. It was good though still, surprisingly. That's gorgeous, the silver. And here we are with advertisements. Again, when I would grab my issue and out into the forest I go, I would read every single inch of this book, every single little advertisement, just to try to make it last as long as I could. More advertisements. The Romance of Roses. Armchair Dreams. When we settle into a favorite chair, an absorbing book in hand, our imaginations know no bounds. And that is so true. I love these earthy tones. Oh my, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? The Russian, the famous Russian egg. Fabergé? Fabergé? Is that how you say it? Look at that fun house. It's a book that unfolds and shows you different styles of chairs. That is so cute. Jane Austen. And there's your little letter, alphabet letter. We should have one more article in the very back. More of our items and more. And here we are, several books over in our family's farm, which I just returned during a pleasant week. Took some of these books. House cleaning, something. Oh, okay, so home fires. I was wondering about this. So what in the world home fires is? And what it is it's little pearls of wisdom regarding sickness, health, and good diet. And proper domestic code. That's kind of cute. That's neat. And that is the last page. That was a very delightful issue. My favorite part was the costume design. I loved seeing the bright red dress against the snow, seeing the steeple, and the chocolate pots. I had no such thing that a chocolate pot existed, like a teapot, but it's for chocolate. And that sounds divine. All right, I will see you next time in February. We will jump into February of 1991, which is one of my top favorite issues. I love Christmas and February issues. We have the love, and I love the collages and roses that are usually featured in February. So until next time, goodbye.